Today, 16 October, is World Food Day, and this year it's dedicated to food security, which has been amplified, of course, by the coronavirus pandemic. The Kolisi Foundation has partnered with Kellogg South Africa to alleviate hunger in parts of the country through a program they've called Better Days Program. The aim is to reduce hunger and food insecurity in poor communities. Well, let's get more on this effort with Kellogg's Head of External Relations, Zandile Mposelwa. Zandile, good morning. Thank you very much for your time. How is the program going, and when did you begin it?
Thanks for inviting us, Dan. So the Total Better Days program, Kellogg launched it in 2014, and our aim is to all we can to alleviate hunger in South Africa. And with COVID-19, things have really gotten worse. So this World Food Day, we have launched the partnership with the Kolisi Foundation, and the intention is to work together to do even more in alleviating hunger. And I think this time is perfect to be able to work together to get that done.
Yeah, yesterday on ENC, I had an hour-long discussion on food security and hunger in the world in South Africa, and the panelist, including the Minister of Social Development, Lindiwe Zulu, was part of it. One of the things that is coming up is that the food system itself needs to be changed. For example, one of the participants was suggesting that to address food crisis sustainably, we need to look at things differently. For example, you as a food relief provider, as you've been since 2014 through this Better Days program, you need to consider including more long-term solutions to hunger. How do you respond to that as Kellogg's Foundation?
It's absolutely true that we need to look at this in a sustainable way and long-term partnerships. So in 2014, we launched this program then, and what we decided to do is to work with the Department of Education, and we started to supply breakfast to children in schools in South Africa. So since 2014, we have children. Now we've increased that number to 36,000 by adding additional 4,000 children this year. So these children have been eating Kellogg breakfast every school day with no day missed. So in our way, we want to make sure that on a sustainable way, we've got communities that where parents don't have to worry about a meal. And with this partnership with the Kolisi Foundation, again, we have decided that this has got no end in mind. So continuously, we've got communities that will get food from Kellogg every single month as well. And I'm talking about a community in Port Elizabeth. And I'm also talking about food kitchens in Cape Town that will get food from us every single month.
Would Kellogg's Foundation, with Kolisi or whoever else that you might partner with in this program, consider a long-term solution to deal with hunger, like providing seeds to those communities where those children you are giving breakfast to every morning, their parents and their uncles and gogos can plant something?
At this point in time, then the focus for us has been the feeding programs, but we're not removing anything on the table. But at this point, we're focusing on just making available ready-to-eat food for communities.
What is Kellogg's view to the fact that you produce food, breakfast cereals, for example, and other stuff, and the food cost of production in the world, and from what I've seen from the Food and Agriculture Organization, whom I'll be talking to hopefully before 10 o'clock this morning on this World Food Day, is that food production is affected by climate change, and that's driving up the cost of production, which leads to higher food prices. How does Kellogg deal with that?
And climate change has got impact on sustainability. From a global perspective, we work with farmers in terms of giving them advice and providing them with the support that they need in order to make sure that across the value chain, the systems that are implemented, are enabling them to make sure that they get as much as possible out of the yield that they get.
Okay, now in terms of your program, how many children are you reaching currently together now with the Kolisi Foundation?
So with working with the Department of Education, we are reaching 36,000 children across 4 provinces in South Africa on a daily basis. With the Kolisi Foundation, we are starting as at October this year with 4,000 households in Port Elizabeth that will get food from Kellogg every single month. Also in Cape Town, we are working with an organization that has got 3 community kitchens in some of the impoverished areas in Cape Town that will also get food from Kellogg. So this is breakfast as well as lunch from Kellogg.
Now, very briefly, Zandile, before I let you go, you said this is going to be ongoing. So Kellogg has not set a limited time. You're going to continue providing this, and are you going to scale it up a little bit?
That is the intention, Dan, to scale it up as we continue together with the Kolisi Foundation, identifying, organizations that we will be supporting. So the intention for Kellogg is to continue with this. The intention for Kellogg is to continue with the Kolisi Foundation on sustainable programs, as well as with the Department of Education, to increase the number of children that will be getting breakfast from Kellogg every single day. We also work with ShopRite, where we also make available food for the early childhood development centers that they support. Again, those children get food from Kellogg every single day.
Yeah, I think one of the ways of bringing about what the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations wants as it marks this day is a systemic change in how we manage the food system. And you need those partnerships. And good luck to you, Zandile. Thank you very much. Zandile, she's, of course, from the Kellogg's Foundation as they assist to alleviate hunger across the country, currently providing breakfast to thousands of children in different parts of South Africa and working with the Kolisi Foundation.